Hi. I don't know if you remember me, but I took a tour of your chocolate factory 15 years ago. No. I don't know if you remember me, but I took a tour of this chocolate factory 15 years ago. I don't know if you remember me. I'm sure you remember me. Do you remember me? Hi. Hello, sir. I don't know if you remember me, but I took a tour of your chocolate factory 15 years ago. You're not the chocolate man.
Oh? Oh my God, how are you doing? They told me I had a visitor, but I had no idea it was you. Oh, it's great to see you.
Chuck? What are you doing here, Chuck? And why are you wearing that silly hat?
Part of the uniform.
Uniform?
Yeah.
You work here for the chocolate man?
Actually, I am the chocolate man now.
You?
Yep. After the tour, the chocolate man promised me that I could run the factory when he retired. Spent a few years showing me all the ropes, teaching me how to make everything there is to know about making candy. It was a pretty sweet gig. Get it? No? Give it time. That one's a thinker. So anyways, what's that in your hand?
It's just a letter.
For me?
No, it's for the chocolate man, the original chocolate man. My therapist made me write it. Thought it'd be a good idea if I gave it to him myself. Is he here?
Not anymore. After he taught me all I needed to learn, he left, off to enjoy retirement. He hopped in his elevator and rode off into the sunset. Last time I saw him was about 4 years ago.
So you don't know where he is?
Unfortunately, I don't. But maybe one of the orange people do. They knew him longer than I did. I can ask them.
Oh, would you please?
Of course. Here you go. I just put out the message. As you know, the orange people only communicate in song.
Thanks.
My pleasure. So do you want to sit down? We should have our answer in a couple minutes.
Okay.
Hard to believe it's been 15 years. Wow. How the rest of them are doing. Bea, Michael, Gus. Have you kept in touch with them at all?
I'm sorry, I don't really feel like talking. I just came here to give him this letter and be on my way.
Okay. Oh, why don't you try one of these? It's my latest invention. Now, we all know that children hate eating beans. Green beans, kidney beans, lima beans, yuck. But these beans, they taste sweet, like jelly.
So jelly beans.
Did you just come up with that?
Huh?
Jelly beans. That is an incredible name. I need to forget it before I write it down. Wait, just take that and flip it. So that's jelly beans. Jelly, beans. Got it. Oh, thanks, Bo. That is a fantastic, great idea. Way better than anything I came up with. Best I could do was jam pellets. Not at all appetizing.
Glad I could help you.
Me too. Oh, I'm really glad you decided to stop by. So have you been? Life been treating you well?
Chuck, I'm blue.
Well, it really is great to see you, Bo.
No, it's not. It's sweet of you to say that, Chuck, but it's not great to see me. No one wants to see me, unless they're looking for someone to point and laugh at. Gus and Michael are now tall and thin, and V could literally just dust herself off. I'm the only one who's had to live with this. Why? Because I took one piece of gum. One piece. In some countries run by evil dictators, they could chop off my hand for stealing, but even they wouldn't turn me into a Smurf. They have a line, Chuck. I was 11 years old. I hadn't even started to like boys yet, but by the time I was, they definitely didn't like me. I was going to have a crush on a blueberry. When the four of us left the factory and I didn't see you there, I thought for a quick second, maybe, just maybe, that chocolate making monster got one kid worse than me. It actually gave me hope, knowing there was another kid out there paying for the mistake he made when he was 11. Turns out, nope. That kid hit the jackpot. I spent years lying around feeling sorry for myself, asking myself over and over again, why me? Why would he do this to me? And I was finally ready to confront him. I was going to look him in the eye and read him this letter so that he could know what he had done to me and know that I wasn't going to let him beat me. But he's on a beach somewhere, loving life, and I'm sitting here still, blue as ever, next to the kid whose life I could have had. I guess he wins.
Bo, I have to be honest about something.
Yeah.
I don't know how to play the recorder.
What?
I never asked the orange people anything. I don't even talk to them. The orange people are always so mean to me.
Maybe it's because you call them the orange people.
They like to sing songs making fun of me. They don't respect me. There's this one that they sing a lot. It goes, fa la la, do diddle dee, 1 and 1 make 2, 2 and 1 make 3. Fa la la, do diddle do. Even with that hat, you'll always be the chocolate man's bitch.
Oh my God, that's awful.
Yeah, the rhyme is a little off, but I don't want to restrict their expression, you know? I'm trying to be the cool boss. I want them to like me. I just have no idea what to do.
You're learning.
I'm a failure. I can't invent anything. I've been working on these stupid candy beans for months. All I can figure out is the jelly taste. I dreamed of creating a bean of every flavor. Some every flavor beans. But I'm no wizard. No magical visionary. Just some fraud in a top hat. How could the chocolate man not have realized that being 11 years old and a lover of chocolate are not the only prerequisites for determining who should lead a chocolate empire?
I'm sure he saw something more than that.
I'm no better than you. I was a dumb 11-year-old too. You know how I got my ticket?
No.
I found $1 in the street. And instead of using that to feed my starving family, I bought myself a chocolate bar. I wolfed it down, and I used the change to buy myself a second chocolate bar, which was my ticket to this.
I still think I got it worse.
I didn't know we were having a contest.
We're not. If it was a contest, you would probably win. You're real good at winning those.
Shut up. I didn't even know the whole tour was a contest. It's not a fair game if no one knows they're even playing.
It doesn't change the fact that I still lost.
I really wish there was a way we could unblue your skin. But if the chocolate man couldn't figure out a way to turn it back to normal...
Figure out a way. He didn't even try.
He didn't even try?
Nope. They just shrunk me down to size, gave me some chocolate, and sent me on my way. Probably too busy making a sucking candy last forever.
To not even try? even I can try. I haven't had much success succeeding. I'm pretty good at trying. Let's go to the lab.
Are you sure?
Why not? What's the worst that can happen? I turn you green?
I guess it's worth a shot.
And while we're there, would you mind looking at some of my other ideas?
Sure. I'm looking forward to see what mean song those mischievous workers will sing about me.
Nonsense. They'll only have lovely things to say about you.
How could you know that?
Isn't it obvious? Blue and orange are complementary colors. Come on, let's go. We've got so much to do and so little time.
You got that right.
La la la, do diddle dee.
1 and 1 make 2, 2 and 1 make 3.
La la la, do diddle do.
We can break the fourth wall and speak right to you.
Hey DJ Goose, drop it like it's a bad egg. Woo-hoo! 15 years ago, it's a story you know. 5 golden kids got a factory tour.
4 met demise, 1 got the prize, which was way more than he bargained for.
The chocolate man, we learned his plan. The tour was done to find his heir.
It was kind of bold to take an 11-year-old with no resume. How would he fare?
Ba la la, do diddle dee. But who were we to question he? The chocolate man's unorthodox.
To pick a prepubescent punk, he really thunk outside the box.
But this kid he kept was most inept. We bit our lip, gave him a chance.
That being said, he shit the bed, not ready for his big boy pants. Ba la la, do diddle do.
One day a girl came by the place, all blue inside, and on her face he cheered her up. The spark was lit. They'd fall in love. He finally quit.
Hand in hand, off they'd flee, get married, start a family. Do what together we do not care, as long as Chuck's out of our hair.
But our Casanova had to mention every single dumb invention, from jelly beans to peppermint probes. Don't ask, it's better you don't know.
Instead of running Felicia by, she stayed the whole week to help him try to actually be the chocolate man. And then we got our brilliant plan.
A second chance for the other 4.
Who couldn't finish the chocolate tour.
Maybe one of them will replace Chuck.
We're sending letters. Wish us luck.
Ba la la, do diddle dee.
2 and 1 make 3, 1 and 1 make 2.
Fa la la, do diddle dee.
A new chocolate man, that's Christmas to me. Fa la 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 la.
27, 28, 29, 30. There. Told you I could do it, Michael.
I didn't say you couldn't, Gus.
I've been training. I've been training for years.
Will you keep it down? I am trying to relax and you're making me uncentered.
There's no way I'm going to be the first one out on the tour again.
Did you even read the letter they sent you? There's not going to be a tour.
That's exactly what the chocolate man wants us to think. Lull us into a false sense of security.
We're not 10-year-old kids. We'll be fine.
Everything can kill you in this torture factory. Last time, I almost drowned in a pool of chocolate. A literal death by chocolate.
I was there.
They say when you're drowning, your whole life flashes before you. Well, nothing flashed before me. My mom says it's because the chocolate was too thick, but I think it's because I never did anything with my life.
You should do something about that.
I did. I started going to the gym, eating healthy. Every time I'd want junk food, I'd do a push-up. And I can do a lot of push-ups. You saw. It's weird, though. Push-ups don't make you feel like less of a loser. No matter how big my biceps got, I was still some dumb kid who almost drowned trying to keg stand a chocolate river. Only one thing could change that. Going back to the factory and surviving. Today, I'm going to see everything. No trap is going to get me. I've been training. Boxing, jiu-jitsu, MMA, Muay Thai. I'm twice the man I was spiritually and half spatially. This time, if the chocolate man comes up and is all like, hey kid, want some candy? I'll be like, no thanks, but I have something you should try. How does this taste? And then I'll left, palm straight, right in the snozzberry. I'm ready for the chocolate man.
For all of us. Where is he? The letter said to be here at 11. It's been 20 minutes already.
24 minutes.
What?
It's been 24 minutes. Well, now 25, but who's counting? Not me. It doesn't matter to me. Who cares if a meeting is supposed to start at a certain time, so I make sure that I'm there at that specific time so that we can start precisely when that exact time arrives. Not me. I love waiting.
Maybe?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
What are you reading?
A book.
I know. Good one. What's the name of the book?
Do you actually care, or are you just bored?
I care. I like books. I read one a couple years ago. I don't think it was the same book, though, because mine was green.
But you know you can't judge a book by its cover.
Why not?
It's an expression.
I can't judge a book by its cover because an expression?
No. That phrase, you can't judge a book by its cover, is an expression. How could you not have heard that before?
I don't know.
It's just a phrase representing an idea. Like don't count your chickens before they hatch, or you're making a mountain out of a molehill, or an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Oh, like on your face.
On your face, what?
On your face.
Just on your face? I don't think that's an expression.
It's a dumb expression.
Well, I've never heard it.
Really? When I was a kid, I used to watch my snack heat up in the microwave. I'd even pull up a kitchen chair so I could get a good view, watching it spin round and round. Sometimes my mom would catch me staring at the microwave, and she'd go, "Gus, are you really going to sit there with that dumb expression on your face?" Now, the next time she says that to me, I can reply, "Well, mother, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, so there." Thanks, Michael.
Oh my God, I can't take it anymore. This is hell. This is absolute hell.
What's your problem?
Definitely not a fourth grade comprehension of the English language.
Come on, V.
I don't get it.
Color me surprised.
There's no reason why we can't be civil.
Okay, I can be perfectly civil as long as I get what I want, but I get less civil the longer that I have to wait, and now it's been 28 minutes, which is absolutely unequivocally unacceptable.
Well, I'm sure Chuck and what's her name will be here soon.
Really? What's her name?
Yeah, the blue girl. It's been 15 years. Sue me if I can't remember her name.
Oh, I think her name was Blue.
You honestly think that the chocolate man would turn the girl the color of her name? Very on the nose. Imagine it. Hey, Blue, you're turning blue. Blue.
And my last name is Television. Mike
Honestly,
Television.
Gus, could you be any dumber?
No need to be salty. I could have sworn that was her name.
Her name was Bo, and regardless, it's obvious that she and that poor kid Chuck are not coming, so it's just going to be the three of us. So, since the letter said the factory goes to who gets the majority vote, which of you numbnuts is going to vote for me so we can make this short and sweet when the chocolate man arrives?
Why would I vote for you?
Yeah, why would I? You called me dumb.
For starters, I am by far the most qualified. I inherited a company from my father that was going bankrupt, and I kept it alive for 5 whole years before the government seized our assets.
Inspiring.
And 2, if you don't vote for me, I will fight you.
Bring it. We'll see who's dumb now.
Take 1 step closer and I will reach my hand down your throat, rip out your insides, and leave you empty like a chocolate Easter bunny.
Well, I'm convinced my vote's for V.
Seriously? What happened to all those moves you were going to use on the chocolate man?
He's just an old man. V? She's crazy.
No, I am not crazy. I am someone who gets what I want and is willing to do whatever it takes to get it. So, do I have your vote, or are things going to have to get medieval?
Absolutely.
Not. Absolutely not. I did not come all the way down here just so you could browbeat this meathead into giving you the factory. And we are not going to fight. We're adults. We're going to use our words.
Only because you know I would destroy you.
Sure.
Say it like you believe it.
No.
I want the satisfaction of hearing you say it, and when I want something.
Okay. I'm not gonna try and fight you, V, because you would destroy me. Is that what you want?
Yes, exactly what I want. So do I have your vote?
No! I'm not gonna just give you a factory. You haven't changed at all. As a kid, you were all like, I want this and I want that. And your father would bend over backwards to give you whatever.
No, that is not true. My daddy gave me peanuts.
You just said 30 seconds ago that he gave you the family business.
Yeah, the family business was peanuts. We owned a peanut factory for generations until the chocolate man's curse. Now there's a giant foreclosure sign on the front gate and the windows are all boarded up.
Did you say curse?
Yes. It wasn't enough that he threw me out of the factory like a pile of trash. The chocolate man put a curse on my family's business. He made peanuts poisonous to children. Out of the blue, children started breaking out into hives if they ate them, touched them, even breathed the air in proximity to a peanut. Soon, peanuts were banned from schools. Restaurants stopped cooking with peanut oil. Companies proudly proclaimed their products were free of nuts, as though they were escaping the tyranny of this now lethal legume. You think this place is a murder factory? Just imagine working in a peanut factory during the curse. Every time the phone rang, we knew it was another incident. All we needed to know were the two key numbers: how many victims and what grade. Who's to say why the chocolate man did it? I think it was jealousy. Pure, unfiltered jealousy. Everyone knows that peanut butter is better than chocolate. It's why no one calls peanut butter cups chocolate cups. The peanuts are the star, right? We had the superior product, and he knew he couldn't compete with us, so he had to destroy us with his voodoo magic.
You are nuts! Just like your old factory.
Take it back. That was my family's livelihood, my father's legacy, all gone because of this madman.
You honestly believe that the chocolate man put a curse on your peanut factory?
You think I'm a liar?
You have to ask?
I know what happened to my factory.
V, what if you're cursed?
She's not cursed.
Like, how do I know if I vote for you and you run the factory, the curse won't follow you and ruin this one as well?
That's impossible.
How can you say that?
Has your family ever been cursed?
I don't think so, no.
Well, then don't lecture me about curses. Curses are very specific. You can put them on a factory or a baseball team, but they don't affect every single aspect of your life.
Interesting. You learn something every day.
Domine virum maledictum gustus est. Domine virum.
What are you doing?
I'm putting a curse on Gus.
Don't you mock me?
No, please don't.
Too late. You've been cursed.
Take it off.
You're fine.
Take it off. I can feel it starting to slowly take over my brain.
I'm glad something's using the real estate.
I can't get rid of it. There's only one way to break the curse.
Please, I'll do anything.
If you give me your vote.
Oh, come on.
Oh, absolutely. Whatever you say, you have my vote.
Great. There. You're curse free.
You doofus, you were never cursed.
Neither were you.
How dare you?
How dare you?
No, how dare you?
I double dog dare both of you.
No, that's not a thing.
Oh my goodness. This is amazing. The gang's all together again.
Chuck, who do you think you are wearing that hat?
He's the chocolate man.
Oh, not until we voted, he is not.
What do you mean voted?
Didn't you get a letter? The three of us did.
I didn't.
Neither did I.
Well, the three of us did, saying that one of us was going to become the new chocolate man.
But I am the chocolate man.
It's true. That was his prize for winning the tour.
Winning the tour?
You can't be serious.
Serious as a funeral.
So I got a ride down a garbage chute, and you got a chocolate factory.
When you put it that way, it sounds a little unfair.
You think?
Wait. So, if you're the chocolate man, where's the original chocolate man? He's not,
Retired.
Then who sent the letters?
What letters?
Oh, yes. This makes so much sense. I was pretty confused when I got this letter saying that the chocolate man was incompetent. I would describe him as a lot of things, deranged, eccentric, creepy, malevolent, but definitely not incompetent. My first thought was, well, something must have happened to him. Was he injured? Maybe it was one of his inventions. Or those geese had turned on him. Or maybe one of his workers hit him with a candy cane. But now I see that the letter was talking about you and everything is clear as crystal. Go on.
So you know who sent the letters?
Not at all. But it's obviously someone with a clear disdain for Chuck. Someone who couldn't think lower of him as an executive or as a human being. Someone who said that his hat makes him look like a sad circus ringleader searching for his lost elephant.
The orange people.
Oh my God. You really shouldn't call them that.
Classic incompetence.
Chuck is not incompetent. Far from it. I'll have you know, Chuck has tons of great ideas.
Like what?
Like these beans.
The jelly beans.
Nice try. Bo already came up with that name.
What?
Someone try one.
No thanks.
Pass.
Come on.
Is it safe?
Absolutely 100%.
Ah, this tastes like soap.
Exactly. Chuck is making a bean of every flavor, not just jelly.
So how many flavors does he have?
Right now? 2.
So just jelly and soap.
But he's working on more.
Oh, how about a protein shake flavor bean?
He could.
That way, kids could eat beans that were good for them.
I'd rather eat the soap.
No, you wouldn't. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. It lingers.
It's not that bad.
Have you even tried one?
No. Why would I want to eat soap?
You wouldn't. No one would. It's a stupid idea. Now I know what the letter meant when they said that Chuck lacked the capacity for any ingenuity.
Chuck has more ideas than these beans.
Better ideas?
I don't know if I would call them better, but they are certainly not as good.
So this is the best he's got. Incredible. I think that letter oversold your abilities, Chuck. Listen, it's nice that you have these ideas, but in the business world, we expect results.
What sort of business do you do?
Funny you should ask. I used to be in the peanut business.
Keywords used to be.
And there's a lot of overlap between our two industries. If you ask me, I think there's no better combination in the world than chocolate and peanuts.
Maybe chocolate and arsenic.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry. That was really rude. I didn't mean it that way. It's just everyone knows that peanuts are a kid killer. They are tasty, but statistically speaking, it'd be safer if I made candy out of shark attacks. Well, no, that wouldn't be a good idea either.
Put it on the pile with the rest of your crap.
Chuck does have something important he's working on. At least it's important to me. I don't know if I can really call it an idea yet because he has no idea on how he's going to do it. But he said he'd try to find a cure for my blueness.
And has he found it?
No, but it's about the process. And he's working on it. Rome wasn't built in a day.
What does that mean?
It's another expression.
But Chuck's not building Rome. He's making candy.
And crappy candy, if that.
Wait. I'm getting a feeling. Normally my brain feels like a pile of mud, but now something inside is moving, sprouting, growing. This feeling. I think it's inspiration. Michael, you remember how you ended up shrunk inside that TV?
No shit.
What if we took that and reversed it? Like we took the object and made it bigger, like ginormous. Something that won't hurt kids. In fact, something that is healthy, really healthy, good for you.
Something high in antioxidants.
Yes, like a giant blueberry.
Hell no.
A giant peach.
A giant peach. What are we supposed to do? Ride it?
I don't know how you could market that. It doesn't seem like kids would care about a giant peach. I think they just prefer chocolate.
I don't know.
Chuck, it's clear that you're in over your head. Why don't you just step aside and let one of us take charge of the factory? I'm sure that one of us is a business and economics scholar, having read dozens of books on the topic. For example, here's a fun fact I picked up in a book on business strategy. If you start calling your workers interns, you don't have to feel bad about not paying them.
Okay, don't listen to him. You don't want someone who's only read about business. You want someone who's actually run one.
Into the ground.
Take it back.
Like the government seizing your company's assets?
Guys, can you just stop arguing? Chuck is not giving the factory to anyone. He's doing fine.
No, Bo. Maybe they're right. Maybe I'm in over my head, drowning like Gus in a metaphorical river of chocolate.
Dude, that sucks.
Every day of my life, I wake up with two voices yelling inside my head. One says, Chuck, you got this. Today is the day it all clicks. And the other, Chuck, you are pathetic. Why don't you just send out 5 gold tickets and give some other kid a chance before you ruin everything? That voice keeps getting louder and louder and is practically screaming. Today, I have the ability to give someone else a shot. Chocolate Man told me that there's nothing to change in the world. Just do it. Well, it's really hard. Really, really hard. And I don't know if I'm cut out for it. I don't even know if I'm cut out for choosing who is. Michael, you are so incredibly smart and well-read. And V, you are just so driven and determined. And Bo...
I don't want the factory.
Okay. And Gus, you're the one person who's actually less qualified than me.
That is fair.
Well, you have to pick, Chuck. So who's going to be, me or the bookworm?
Please, I just need a minute.
Chuck, come on. This is a good thing. You obviously can't handle running the factory, so let me do it.
No, pick me. You know that I'm the best for the job.
No, pick me. No one ever picks me for anything.
Don't be an idiot. This is a simple choice.
Think about it. I am clearly the one to run this place.
I don't really want it, but who can say no to free stuff? Pick me.
Chuck, this is your factory. Don't listen to them. You got this.
Sweetie, you can drop the selfless bit. It's really okay. We're all here because we want something, but at least we are open enough to admit it. You pretend to care about Chuck and his well-being, but it's as clear as a blue sky on a spring day. You only want him to fix you. 15 years ago, the 4 of us came to the factory and lost the tour because we went after what we wanted. Food, fame, fortune, and a stick of gum. But look at him. Just take a look. Is this the person that you honestly think can do it? He was handed the prize because he had no drive, no desire. He was just giddy to be invited. Well, the I'm just happy to be here crap is for losers, and we're not losers. We're strivers. He lacks the creativity to double knot his shoes. If you are putting all of your eggs into this basket case to undo what the Chocolate Man did, my dear cobalt-colored cohort, you, pardon the pun, blew it. That's what I thought.
not a loser.
Hear me.
Just because I feel like I'm drowning doesn't mean I stop swimming. Just a bad swimmer. Like Gus in that river of chocolate.
Why do you keep bringing that up?
But I've gotten better.
Good one, Chuckles.
What do you want me to say? That I figured out how to unblue her? Then yes, I figured out how to unblue her.
Bullshit.
Are you serious?
As a funeral.
You just figured it out? You just figured it out? Chuck, you're amazing. Let's go to the lab. I cannot wait to be normal again.
It's been sitting on the table this whole time. It's not a soap-flavored bean. It's a D-blue unpigmentizer.
Oh, a what?
A D-blue unpigmentizer.
Then why does it taste like soap?
Because it has soap in it. Tough on stains.
You are so bluffing.
Am I? But do you honestly think that in my quest to make a bean of every flavor, I would pick soap as the sequel to jelly? You know what the logical complement would have been.
Peanut butter. Damn you, Chuck!
Wait a sec. You had this cure and you didn't tell me?
I was going to.
When?
At some point.
At some point?
Soon. I promise it was going to be soon. It's just so awesome having you here. I knew the moment you were back to normal, you'd be gone. You'd never come back. Be me and the orange people.
Would you please stop calling them that?
Singing songs about me, picking on me, judging me. You never judged me. You get me. We get each other.
Every single day of my life has been a nightmare since he turned me blue. You knew that. You knew that.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry, Chuck.
With you here, Bo, it was like the first time I stepped foot in the factory. Back when I was some wide-eyed kid. In this place, anything seemed possible. Like a river made of chocolate, a full meal and a piece of gum. Creativity without consequence. Oh, I was able to create the deep blue unpigmentizer in 2 days. 2! Together we can do what the chocolate man said. And change the world.
Wait a second. Hold up. I ate one of those things, those unblue
A deep blue unpigmentizers.
Whatever. I ate one. What's it gonna do to me?
I don't know. Oh, well, this is exciting. We're going to learn something new today. Maybe it'll turn your eyebrows white. Who knows?
You are no different than the chocolate man.
Oh, I'm just having a little fun. What would you like me to do? Help! Ambulance! 911! He can't uneat it, so why worry? I'm sure he'll be fine.
Wow, he is like the chocolate man.
Maybe the hat is cursed.
Well, then V won't want it. Chuck, you should pick me. You probably just poisoned me. It's the right thing to do.
If you just poisoned him, then choosing him would be a stupid idea. You just have to pick someone else in an hour or so. Also, he doesn't know how curses work. As the only victim of a curse in the room, I'm feeling very targeted here.
Hammett, you are not cursed.
Tell her.
None of you are. Only me. An evil man turns me blue, and then his heir, the one person who can fix it, decides not to because he'd rather be good at his job and be a good friend. You don't deserve this place, Chuck. Now pick one of these two so I can go home, because right now my vote is to burn this factory to the ground.
But...
No. Choose someone.
Oh, I didn't mean...
Do it now, you incompetent, inconsiderate, spineless hack.
You want me to be the chooser, but you think I'm such a loser. Now as I face my dear accuser, Ooh, my mistake. She won't excuse her.
You're not serious.
Chuck, this is no time for stupid poetry. Make your choice.
Don't yell at him. Chuck, take your time.
You think if you're a diffuser or a semi-gifted schmoozer, you can influence this chooser who you still think is a loser? Because if you think that I'm a loser, this news will not be an amuser. I refuse to be the chooser. Leave, I say. Good day to you, sir.
What did you say?
I said good day.
What's going on?
What the hell, Chuck? Turn on the lights.
Chuck, are you here?
I'll find him.
Come on, Chuck, turn on the lights.
Enough is enough. Chuck, you had your chance and you failed. Be an adult. Quit this stupid game.
Please, Chuck, this isn't funny.
I found him. How does that taste, Chocolate Man?
Way to go, Gus.
Get him off of me.
Michael?
Oh, I found the light switch.
Get off me, you brain-dead half-wit.
I'm so sorry, Michael. Are you okay?
You punched me in the face.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I don't know. My training just took over.
Where's Chuck?
Hell if I care.
The jelly beans are gone. He must have taken them.
Not surprised.
We need to go after him.
Do we, actually?
Yes.
Like how he tried to find each of us after the tour?
When he was 11?
But he's not anymore. For 15 years, I hear nothing. He saw what we went through, and he didn't even think once to reach out. His colleagues figured out how to send me a letter, but I guess Chuck couldn't be bothered. He wouldn't want anything to take away from his perfect life.
You're being melodramatic, Michael.
Melodramatic? When I left the factory, I was 10 feet tall. I was a freak. Have you ever sat down in a theater and there's a really tall person sitting in front of you? He didn't choose to be that tall, and he is so uncomfortable, crammed in that tiny seat. But you are silently furious at him because his height is now an inconvenience to you. That was my life until I hit my shrink spurt.
Don't expect any pity from me. There's nothing good about being blue. At least being tall has its perks.
Like what? Basketball?
Sure.
The Chocolate Man fed me that bull crap too. He said that every basketball team would want me. He was right, though. Since not every team could have me, they all agreed not to. 10 feet tall, and the closest I got to a game was cleaning the backboards. The only place I felt remotely normal was the library. It was mostly empty, and the few people there had their faces buried in books, so no one noticed the giant who walked in. I was able to read all the books in the top stacks, so I guess there is one perk. You know those books? They're so high up that the 75-year-old librarian has to climb a ladder and get them for you. I read and I read and I read. When I turned 15, my body started to go through changes, but good kinds. I started to shrink. I reached a very reasonable 6 feet tall. Tall, handsome, well-read. I was now a triple threat. I still couldn't play basketball, though, because I was never allowed to play, but I've read a bunch of books on basketball, history, strategy, biography. Did you know that the first basketball hoops were made out of peach baskets? I do. I have so much knowledge stuffed in this brain that I never even need to look at a screen ever again. No computers, no movies, no television. I made myself into something. There is zero chance that I'm going back in there just so Chuck can catch me in one of the Chocolate Man's traps and make me start all over again. It's not going to happen. When Chuck wants to be an adult, I'll be sitting right here.
B, are you going to help me then?
Please, how dumb do you think I am?
I've been here for 2 weeks. It's really fine. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
Says the blueberry.
Excuse me?
Of all people, you're telling me how okay this place is? It's laughable.
Oh, it is beyond laughable. It is delusional. I mean, look at me. I am far from perfect, but I can keep my problems between me and my therapist. You're a walking warning sign for accidents in the workplace. Like, I would rather get sucked through a pipe or even spend my entire childhood as a friendless, stretched out 10-foot freak than spend even an hour in your blue life. If you want to go find Chuck, be my guest, but I want to spend the rest of my life not looking like a fresh corpse found floating in the river. Sorry, Chuck's your problem.
Okay, yeah. B, you were right. I'm sorry.
I accept your apology.
You are the cursed one, not me. I was too self-absorbed to realize.
Well, I'm glad you finally come around.
You see, my problem can be solved with a jelly bean. Of all the tribulations in this world, poverty, war, peanut allergies, there's no magic pill that can fix everything. I get a magic pill. So in reality, I'm the opposite of cursed. I'm actually pretty blessed. When I leave this factory, I'll be better. I'll be normal. You've always been normal, but your normal is pretty terrible. You're mean and you're selfish. And there is no magic jelly bean or enchanted candy that can make you better. You'll always be me. The girl who demanded the world yet ended up with nothing. That's a curse I wouldn't wish on anyone.
Shut up, Blueberry.
Original. Now I'm going to get my magic pill and I am going to be better, even if I have to search every room in this factory for that wannabe chocolate man myself.
Hey, Bo, I'll go with you. Sounds like fun.
Wow, that was a lot to unwrap.
Do you know what is also a lot to unwrap?
I have no idea.
All of these chocolate bars.
Wow, that is a lot of chocolate.
The chocolate man usually sells them for $400 a bar, but we are offering them for the low price of $2.
It's like we're practically giving them away.
And the proceeds go to a great place.
Our pockets.
We should open up an online store.
With free shipping.
Discounted shipping.
Good idea.
You know what is also a good idea? Let's sing a song.
I guess.
Yay, I love singing.
What do you want to sing?
An Ode to Chuck, Opus 72.
Ooh, that's one of my favorites.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Fa la la, do diddle dee.
1 and 1 make 2. 2 and 1 make 3.
Fa la la, do diddle do.
We've got another ditty for you.
How can you be so utterly inept?
Dumb as a rock and completely talent bereft.
You eat dinner alone because you have no friends.
Your grandparents spent 40 years bedridden and spoiling themselves, and they're still more accomplished than you.
Whoa. Can we pause for a sec?
What? Was I off key?
No, you were perfect.
It was my lyrics, right? I knew.
No way. You were spot on. I love the imagery.
Oh,
I'm
thanks.
sorry. This has been bothering me for a while.
What is it?
Why do we only sing songs about the chocolate man? I feel like we're limiting ourselves here. I don't want us to be known as the orange people who only sing mean songs about people who've hit rock bottom.
Oh, my dear co-worker. We sing for those who can't be introspective. We provide the exospectivity. A mirror only shows you how you fail on the outside. Our songs are like a mirror of the insides. How is Chuck going to know how terrible he is at being the chocolate man unless we remind him constantly?
I guess.
I have a thought. What if we sang nice things about Chuck?
I'd rather us not sing.
Agreed.
But it's a moot point now. In a few minutes, we'll have ourselves a new chocolate man or woman, and that person will be the new subject of our songs.
I'm rooting for V. Her name is just so easy to rhyme. V, tree, B, key, idiosyncrasy.
I don't want to sing about the chocolate man. There's so many other things we can sing about. Murderous barbers, treasury secretaries, chess, cats. Why limit ourselves to singing about one person? It's a waste of our time.
It's not about us. It's for them.
It's never about us. We bust our rumps every day to make sure this factory doesn't fall in on itself. And for what? A daily opportunity to rehash how our boss is a level 5 moron? Well, I'm done singing. Screw Doe and Ray. I need to focus on me.
Hey, do you mind doing that elsewhere? Of course, you don't understand me. You only understand song. Will you please leave the room? Whatever. Doesn't matter anyways. In a few minutes, I'm going to be gone from this place. Back on the street. Using what few nickels I had to my name to buy week-old cabbage for stew. To be honest, it's what I deserve. I probably poisoned Michael. I lied to Bo, only person who's ever been nice to me. As the chocolate man, I was the worst thing to happen to the candy industry since the invention of candy corn. The chocolate man should never have picked me.
Oh my God, will you please shut up?
Do you understand me?
English is English, whether you sing it or not. The hell's wrong with you?
So much. You have no idea. Or
you want a pity parade?
You do, actually.
You want a pity parade?
What?
A pity parade. You want one? We can throw one. Just give us the order and we'll throw you a pity parade. We can make instruments out of candy and we can march up and down the factory till your heart's content. I'll even write a cheer. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who we overestimate? Chuck. Chuck. Boo-hoo, Chuck. We'll throw the grandest pity parade this side of the chocolate river. Is that what you want?
No.
Then, as V's daddy would say to his workers, nut up.
I'm a monster.
No. What you are is an asshat. A monster is someone who goes to a foreign country, sees a group of indigenous people, and takes them back to work in his chocolate factory and pays them in nothing but cocoa beans. I mean, sure, they're delicious, but we're not going to be able to send our kids to college on cocoa beans.
I'm sorry, I never...
I had to ask.
No, well, yeah, but not like...
We don't want a pity parade. We're not you.
You didn't let me finish. I meant your name. You do have a name.
Do I have a name? No. I go by Thing 1. And my buddies, Things 2 and 3, like to pop out of hats and mess up birthday parties. Of course I have a name.
Can you tell me?
It's Julius.
Orange Julius.
Just Julius.
Julius, do you think cocoa beans would go with jelly? Never mind, it's a stupid idea.
Have you tried it?
No.
Then how do you know it's a stupid idea?
I just...
You don't. Look, no idea is stupid if you believe in it. When the chocolate man was here, everything he dreamed up was either a great idea or a few tweaks away from greatness. Ooh, you have 15 minutes. I half-hour tops before the others find you and take your hat. You best get your butt down to the lab and see if you can...
Where are you?
Oh, never mind. Time's up. Guess my watch is running a little fast. Well, it's been fun. Thanks for playing. You can keep the cane, but be sure to leave the hat. We only have one. La la la, do diddle do. Of the 5 kids, I'm glad we got you.
You actually mean it?
Of the 5 preteens who could have randomly discovered a golden ticket inside a chocolate bar and then were unknowingly thrust into a secret job interview. Yeah, you were the one I picked too. You had a rough time here, but if the chocolate man believed in you, then I'm pretty sure you're a few tweaks away from greatness. When next time we send out golden tickets, I hope you get one.
Thanks.
Don't tell any of the others I said that.
Deal.
Chuck?
Chuck!
Where are you?
He's not in here.
Gus, that's a garbage can.
But he's not in here.
Maybe he went this way. Chuck, where are you?
Oh, it's been 1 hour and 4 minutes.
The record. Longest you've waited for anything.
Shut up. If you care, I have waited longer for things.
Congratulations.
No one likes waiting. I don't get why everyone thinks it's some virtue to sit on your hands. People should be open with what they want, be aggressive, and go after it instead of waiting for life to come punch you in the face.
That's really the metaphor you're going with?
Sorry, didn't mean anything by it.
Sure.
What's your deal? You've been grumpy since Gus punched you in the face.
Maybe it's because Gus punched me in the face. I have friends.
What?
You said I was just some friendless freak, but that's not true. I have friends, lots of friends.
Okay.
Lots of friends.
I believe you.
I could see how you might arrive at that conclusion because I didn't play sports and I spent all my childhood in a library, but you'd be incorrect.
Fine, I'm wrong.
Is that how you arrived at that conclusion? I mean, I get it. I get it. I didn't appear like a guy who would, yeah, I looked more like a guy that the townspeople would chase with torches and pitchforks.
To be honest, I really didn't give it that much thought. And if it makes you feel any better, I didn't have a lot of friends either. Believe it or not, I wasn't great at sharing.
Really? You?
I know, a totally unexpected reveal. Let me help you pick your jaw up off the floor.
Oh, how about my eye? How's it look? Oh.
Not great.
Oh, I guess I'll have to put some ice on it later. At least I'll look tough. Tell everyone I took an elbow in basketball.
No one will believe that.
Not a chance. Hopefully the 3 of them get back soon. You're right. An hour and 4 minutes is a long time to wait. It's getting absurd.
The 3 of them. Oh no. The 3 of them. Michael, we just got screwed.
What are you talking about?
Bo, she played us. She's gonna go find Chuck to get him to vote for her. That's why she took the meathead with her. She knew that we would never break. Oh my God, I can't believe I fell for it. Oh, I should have seen through her blue as me crap. Stupid V. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. You and I are gonna band together. We can run this place together, 60-40. First, we need to find Chuck.
V.
But if that doesn't work, then Gus is our last bet.
V. We lost. It happens. Why do you want this so badly?
I do not lose.
Please.
I do not lose.
You lost a factory. Remember the whole curse thing? Or Were you also cursed with short-term memory?
There's no curse.
Excuse me?
There is no curse.
I knew it!
There's no curse. Are you happy? Yeah, it was me. It was my fault. I'm the reason Daddy's factory closed. Me. When I found out the chocolate man had hidden 5 tickets for a tour of his factory, I told my father that I had to have one of them, and he had to get one for me. No, it was not an option. For 5 months, my father shut down the factory's normal operations and focused all his resources on finding me that ticket, generating 0 revenue and spending way too much on chocolate bars. We even paid the staff overtime to work around the clock. This put such a beating on the books, Daddy was never able to get out of the red. Of course, he never told me this. He didn't want me to know. He cared so much about what I wanted. He'd do anything, even drive his company into the ground and bring himself down with it. Did you know Daddy died at his desk? Yeah. Yep. It took the staff 3 days to drum up the courage to go into his office and risk interrupting his work. Eventually, I took the reins as CEO. Only then did I see the hole that he dug himself into financially to keep me happy. Fun fact, ponies are expensive and have a terrible return on investment.
I remember him trying to buy one of the factory workers for you.
Oh, yes. You know your parenting philosophy is unhealthy when you're willing to engage in human trafficking to appease the demands of your 11-year-old daughter. This letter was my opportunity to make it right. I was going to run the factory Daddy worked so hard to get me a tour of. I'd finally give him something that he'd want.
I think he'd just want you to be happy.
And I'd be very happy here.
Well, that makes one of us.
Then why are you here?
I was gonna sell the factory and make a lot of money. So Bo's idea to burn it down isn't sounding too bad.
Best idea we've heard today.
By far. Granted, Chuck's peach idea isn't too awful. Who could say no to a giant peach cobbler?
Never had it. What is it?
A peach cobbler?
Yeah.
It's a dessert that originated in the American colonies due to their longing for tradition.
Okay, I don't want to know its origin story. Just what is it?
It's a deep dish peach pie. I haven't had one in years, but it was my favorite part of the TV dinner. The back left corner. It doesn't only come in TV dinners, that's just where I had it. It's delicious.
Thank you. Was that so hard?
I don't get it. Why do people always get so irritated when I try to tell them stuff?
Well, it's annoying. Sometimes people just want an answer, not a dissertation.
But what's the point of learning if it's not going to be shared with others?
Power, smugness, a momentary feeling of intellectual superiority.
To be a person who's the keeper of a fact, a tidbit, a morsel of knowledge, and to allow that information be buried with you, there is nothing in this world more inconsiderate. Think of Newton. When he got concussed by that apple and came up with his laws of motion, he didn't stick them in his pocket. Even the chocolate man, he wasn't going to let all of his top secret discoveries, all his chocolate making knowledge end with him. Now, questionable methods aside, he chose to share it and pass it on. I'd rather be annoying and have the world learn something than let it live in quiet ignorance.
So you were saying that cobbler was invented in the American colonies?
Yeah, yes. Now, as a dish, cobbler had been prepared for centuries, but the first recorded use of the term cobbler as a name for the dessert came in 1859. Now, in 1864...
Finally, how'd it go?
This factory is magical. Did you know that there's a room with these geese that lay real golden eggs? Like actual gold, 24 karat. Maybe that's how the chocolate man is able to afford so many workers. Oh, and check this out. This bar was 6 feet long. They shrunk it and pulled it out of a TV set. Did you get to see that, Michael? It seems like something you would have liked.
You're messing with us, right?
Last time I was here, my visit lasted barely a half hour. I got so excited and went overboard on the first thing I saw, like a sucker who gets fills up on salad at a buffet. We all know it's a trap. You gotta be patient to get the good stuff.
You didn't find him?
Nope. Gave up after 20 minutes and decided to show Gus around. If Chuck wants to be found, he'll show up. He's a big boy.
So you just wandered the factory? Weren't you afraid he'd try to lure you into some trap?
What's the worst he can do? Turn me green? You guys can wait for the prodigal son to return if you like, but I'm leaving. I've had enough of this place.
I'm leaving too. Once you've been in an elevator that can descend diagonally, everything kind of goes downhill from there. I guess that leaves Michael and V to fight it out.
Oh, not worth it. She would destroy me. V, it looks like the factory is yours if you want it. V, isn't that what you want?
I want some peach cobbler. You know anywhere nearby we can find some?
Not offhand.
Oh, look, I found something Michael doesn't know.
Uh-huh.
Let's find some.
Can I come too? Today's my cheat day. It's not worth counting calories at a chocolate factory.
Why not?
Yes. Oh, I love peach cobbler. Best part of the TV dinner. When I was a kid, I'd even pull up a chair to the microwave so I could watch it spin round and round as it heated up.
I know. On your face.
On your face, what?
Never mind. It's a dumb expression.
I don't think she gets it.
I think she does.
You're gonna get it.
Please, no. I only have one eye left.
Bo, do you want to come with? Or if you want to go look for Chuck, I could come help you.
No, I'm good.
Well, then come with us. My treat. It'll be the 4 of us walking out of the factory together, just like old times.
Okay, I'm in. Just give me a sec.
Great. Well, it's the 4 losers. The gum chewer, the fat kid, the TV addict, and the perfect child. All together again.
Perfect child?
Would you prefer the cursed child?
I think everyone would have preferred the cursed child.
You found me.
What is your deal? Running away and hiding like some scared puppy dog during a thunderstorm. Gus and I have been looking for you for like the past 20 minutes, and Gus is a nice guy, but 20 minutes with him is like 3 hours in babysitter time.
I'm sorry, Bo.
I mean, it was only 20 minutes, not the end of the world.
When we were on the tour 15 years ago, the chocolate man showed us this candy that would last forever. With one of those, you'd never have to go out and get more candy ever again. Be set for life. This is your forever candy. Once you have your deep blue unpigmentizer, you won't need this factory anymore. Or me. And it's selfish. Completely selfish. It's just for the first time I had someone in my corner. I could do it. And I did. In 2 days, I finally made something actually good. But I didn't make it for me. I made it for you. Take it. And then if you want to leave and never come back, I understand.
Do you honestly think that little of me?
Did you hear what I said? You were...
Then why do you think I would leave? After 15 years, I finally find a person who is willing to help. And then when he does, we go our own ways like the end of a heist movie.
I don't blame you if you wanted to.
Please. I may look like a creature from the bottom of a lagoon, but I'm no monster.
You're not.
I know I'm not. I don't need your confirmation.
Please, just take it. It'll fix your problem. 15 years too late, but better than never. Oh, this is what you wanted. Your chance to be normal.
But I'm not normal, Chuck. When I was in high school, these guys would come up to me and say, "Hey, Bo, why do you look so sad?" And when I said I'm not, they'd always respond, "But you look so blue." And they'd laugh their asses off like they just invented wordplay. During the summers, I wasn't allowed to swim because the lifeguards would say that if I ever did start to drown, they would never be able to find me. Let's face it, I'm blue. I'm a smurf, a blueberry, a fresh corpse discovered floating in the river.
That's a new one.
We came up with it. It's actually pretty clever in a mean girl sort of way. It's just, regardless of whatever I look like on the outside now, it's who I am. And that's okay. This soap bean can't bring me back to being that normal and admittedly obnoxious 11-year-old. I'm not that kid. I'm Bo. And I'm pretty great. And if people can't see it, maybe they're the ones who are colorblind.
Bo, where are you? This room is boring. When are we gonna get to see the cool stuff?
And that's my cue. I gotta go.
Do you really have to?
Unless you want me to let Gus find you. When you cut the lights, he punched Michael in the face.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. Wish I could have sicked him on the original Chocolate Man. Pow, right in the schnozberry.
You're coming back, right?
Yeah. Someday. I hope.
You're always welcome. Like you don't need to have a ticket or anything. Bo, it was really great to see you. Oh, Bo, I almost forgot your letter.
It's for the Chocolate Man.
But he's not here.
Yeah, he is. Hi. I don't know if you remember me, but I took a tour of your chocolate factory 15 years ago. I'm a different person now than when I entered. I've changed. You've changed me. I used to think it was a change for the worse, but change is always good. Change shows us who we are. It allows us to differentiate the tragic from the joyous, the mundane from the spectacular. Without change, life is a candy that never shrinks. The confining consumption of merely one flavor in a world of possibilities. Nothing is or should ever be everlasting. Bluefully yours, Bo.
All right, Chuck. Let's change the world.